Hi all, so in this video we are going to see about milestones. So milestones, how to configure that we will see. So milestones are basically like they are a way to show the progress of the process, like how much the process has been completed and what steps are left. For that we use the milestones. So for the example purpose we are going to take example of Flipkart. So in the Flipkart you might have seen I have shown something here. They see, for example, let me take the example of this. Yeah, so here you can see we will take the same example. So here order, pack, ship and delivered. So this kind of status they have. So we will try to create a milestone like this only, a simple basic milestones. Okay, so to create a milestone what we will do is, first of all, let's take a form layout. Okay, and in the form, since this is order status, so we will write the form name as order status. Okay, and in the first section what we will do is we will take the milestone. So just search here milestone and you can see this is a very simple milestone. There are different milestones as well, so but just for starting purpose we are going to take this. So now let's go to the expression mode and configure it. Okay, so this is this. So here if you say this is the form layout and this is the section in which milestone field is there. What we need inside the form is actually few steps like ordered, packed, shipped, right? So first step I can write it as ordered, and second step we can give it as okay, something less packed, and then third step we are going to take it as shipped, and fourth stage is one more step, there is delivered. Okay, so four stages are here, but sometime the what happens is the product is not delivered as well, right? So it can be either delivered or it can be either not delivered, right? Both status are possible, both of them are possible. Either delivered should be also there or it can be not delivered as well. And see, this bar shows when where it is active. It is controlled by active. So active link is here which shows the current step. So what is my current one? If I change this to 2, then you can see here it has now gone to packed. If I change this to 3, then it has now gone to the third step, and if I change it to 5, then it will go to the fifth stage, that is the last. Okay, after that it should not go because it will give an error for 6, because there are not 6 and elements, only 5 is there. Okay, so this was about this, and so here I was manually changing. So now we need something so that the value should automatically increment and it should be changed. Okay, but before that we have to fix this issue. Like first it is showing like it's delivered and then it is showing not delivered, and both are shown here. So to address this issue what we will do here is we will not define the steps in the interface. Let's take it to the expression rule, create an expression there. Okay, and then use that expression here. So milestone steps, I will create an expression for that. And here instead of directly hard coding the values here, I will use an expression rule, and in that expression rule I will define my steps. So first of all give a curly braces, and now first step is what? First step is here ordered, right? Let me just copy it and paste it here inside this. So now if you test the rule it will show you ordered. Similarly we want a second, right? We want second step, and second step is what? Second step packed. So we will say here packed, and now if you test, 2 values will now come. And third step is actually shipped. So let's write shipped. Okay, Now inside the shipping, what happens that the order can be delivered, product can be delivered, or it cannot be delivered. So after that there is some condition. So to address that condition, let's add a rule input here. Okay, something as delivered, and we will give it boolean. Now if it is true, now inside this we will write if rule input delivered is true. Okay, if it is true, then it should show what we can think is delivered, or otherwise it should show not delivered, right, something like this. So for null values it has automatically saying like not delivered, that is fine. But if I send it to true, then it is saying delivered. So my dynamic expression rule is ready. Okay, so now how to use, let's copy this expression rule, and instead of this we will create a local variable, and in that we will store our expression rule. So create a local variable, a local bang milestone steps. Okay, and rule bang this. Now I have called, and now delivered. So for this here you can see we need some values to it. So here also we will create an expression rule, or actually there is already an expression rule here. So if in that only let's edit for now like delivered boolean. Okay, and now let's use this expression rule as rule input delivered. That's it. So now we will in the steps, instead of writing all these steps, we will just refer the local bang milestone steps. Okay, and now in the active step, let's put it 1 for now. So now you can see here the steps has been milestone step is set, and now that is, and it is saying currently as not delivered because that is null means okay, false. Okay, fine. So we will create another variable, and instead of directly hard coding the value active, we will create a local for this as well. Okay, so local bang active step. Okay, and we will give it 1 for the beginning purpose, and here we will directly refer it local bang active step. Okay, ACTIVE. So here we have referred it as local bang active step, and that's it. And now we want to dynamically change the value. So for that what we will do here is this submit we will make it to next. Okay, this submit will make it to next, and whenever this submit is pressed we want to save a value. And what is that value? A bang save. We want to save where? I want to save some value in local bang active step so that it will move to 2. And how it can move? Just add 1 to the local bang active step and it will move to 2. So see here, if I move it to next step, so now it will come to packed, now it will come to shipped, and now it will come to delivered. But even that if I click on next, then it will break. So for that purpose as well we have to keep in mind. Okay, so this save will only work if it is if local bang active step is less than 4, then only it should save this, then only it should execute this save. Okay, and otherwise it should just save null. Okay, so let's try it once, and now it has come to shipped, and now it has come to delivered, but it is not saving anything. Our code is not breaking, and you can see like there is nothing next. So in that we can just give the value as what you can say is we can remove this value as well, or we can give just submit as well. Okay, so here also we can write some if condition. If local bang active step is less than 4, then show I guess less than 3, then show next, otherwise show submit, something like this. Okay, maybe some other value might make much more value, but now submit is fine for now, or we can remove this submit at all, leave it. And this cancel button we will make it back. Okay, and inside one already one save into is there, so let's remove this save into, and now here we will save the value as a bank save, where we want to save local bank active step, and we have to minus active step by 1. Okay, and it should only show when, because see, now if I, let me show you one more thing. So if I click on back here, I will come to shift. If I come on back, then my active step is currently 2 and it has come to packed back order, and again back is enabled now, right, and it will break the code. So if it is show when, so we will not show it at all. Show when local bank active step is greater than 1, then only show, right. So now it won't even show when it is less than okay, when it is less than 1 it won't show. Fine, so our milestone is ready for now. Okay, so the milestone is ready for now. Now we want some interfaces in that to show. Okay, so let's save our changes for now, and we want some interfaces there, so that we should be able to like currently it is blank. So for that I have created few interface. I will show you to save the time. First interface is ordered. So for that I have created a very simple interface like this, very simple interface. A card layout is here. If you see the contents, everything is there, card layout. One more thing I will show you inside that. Suppose if we created an interface and used a form layout, then what will happen? Can we do that? Suppose for ordered I am creating an interface. Okay, and let's see. So the basic idea of this is like we can create, or if we have different interfaces for order pack, obviously we will have different interfaces, and we have to embed these interfaces in our this milestone. So suppose if we take a form layout and I have put anything there, doesn't matter, the let me add some text here and give it the text as name. Okay, so label as name for now. Okay, and let's save the changes. So nothing is there, one text box is there, and let's try to copy that interface, and in that how to call it. So first interface, you can see here one form is there, one section is containing the milestone, another section we will delete this and label, and here we will try to call this. So see, one very basic thing it is. Okay, and for the cancel rule input as well, we'll give it null. And you can see here it is giving a status that the contents of the field on a column cannot contain a form. See, whatever the other interface you are going to create, it should not be a form. It should not be a form. If it is a form, then you can't refer one form inside another form, because here itself it is a form. Okay, so instead of this, what we can do here is let me go back, and we have to just contain this section. Okay, rest everything let's delete it. Okay, so if you have any interface which contains like this, so you will also have to do like this only. Okay, so the other interfaces has to be not inside a form. There should be either a section, card, anything take, but don't take a form. Okay, and now I will try to refer, and you will see there it will refer. Very good. Okay, rule bank ys underscore ordered. Okay, and for the cancel we'll give it null. Okay, and now you can see the text box has now came. So even we can call inside this section, or we can call without the section as well. No, there is no restriction. Okay, so let's delete this section, and after that just call it, doesn't matter. So it will still come. So for that purpose only I have already designed few interfaces. So I have taken a card layout. Inside that card layout, if you see here, one rich text icon is there and this icon is there like ordered. Okay, and I have taken two things here. One more thing is there. One rule input step is there. So order will when order should show when this milestone is ordered, and when milestone is ordered when active step is 1. So I have created a rule input in every interface of step, and that is a kind of integer. Okay, so when step is 1, then only this interface should show. Okay, so let me uncomment it. Okay, now it won't show because it is null. So now let us refer this in our main UI. Okay, and instead of this I will refer that one. Okay, so rule bang this and done, and step. So when it is so where we will get a step, so where we are actually storing the steps in local bang active step, and you can see active step is currently 1 and this interface will now show. Okay, same thing here. So if it is null, then it won't show, but if I give the value as 1, this interface would show. Okay, now it is showing, and here as well it will now show like it is ordered. So I am not taking any forms, it will take a lot of time. Okay, so just simple things I have made here just to show the concept of milestone. Now the second step is packed. So similarly for packed as well, I have created another UI, same UI, one rule input with a step when it should show in the show when condition of you can see here in the show when condition of card layout. That's it. And inside that rich text I have used one you can say rich text icon, then 2 character 10 spaces, and then just a packed. So now I will use this as well. So no need to configure any show when on any individual, just give a rule input and it will all handle by itself. Okay, and now just rule bang this and give it like this, and finally in the step, so where we are storing the step in the local bang active step, and when it is active step is 2, automatically it will show packed. So let's see the preview now as well. So when I go back, okay, if I go back, it is ordered. Now in the second interface it is packed. The third interface is very important, that is shipped. So for that what I have done here is, so I have taken two things here. Okay, out for delivery is there and order delivered. So let's make this interface. Okay, or you can see here as well. Okay, no need to again make a very simple interface. A simple section first of all I have taken. Inside that a simple card layout is there which is saying like out for delivery. After that the main content here is a radio button field. Okay, now in the shipping what happens, either the order can be delivered or it cannot be delivered, right? So I am storing that value in one rule input called delivered. That is a boolean. That's it, one boolean. And if it is delivered, then you can see here true is getting stored. If it is not delivered, then false is getting stored. Okay, so and it will only show when rule step is 3. So currently you can see here in my interface it is 2, and for 3 the shift is coming. Active step is what? 3. So I have configured here is as it should show when step is 3, out for delivery or no. If it is no, then it will false. So now I will copy this and I will call this UI here. Okay, now this one is rule bang this, and let's, and here delivered. So for the delivered one, where I am already created a rule input delivered for that, and the step is the usual rule input that will go with local bang active step. And now our out for delivery status is now coming. If I go back, so if I go back, then it was packed, order was packed, and now it is out for delivery. If I click on yes, then you can see like it is automatically changing to delivered, and if I click on no, then you can see it is saying not delivered. Okay, and like this it is showing. So now if I click on submit, so now you can see here not delivered status was coming. Okay, so one more interface for not delivered. Currently you can see like it is null, so one more interface is there for that. Simple, again, very inside a card layout. Two things I have shown: your order has been delivered, your order was not delivered. Okay, and one has like this should show when it is true, your order is delivered. When this rule input is true, currently it is false, then it should show the false one, otherwise should show the true one. So this was the basic idea, and the whole card layout should show when it is active step is 4. Okay, so let me copy that and let me just paste inside the other one. Rule bang, this one was there, and now delivered. So inside the delivered I will use rule input deliver, and the step 1 local bang active step. That's it. So now you can see our order was not delivered, but if I come back and click like order delivered yes, then you can see here if I click on submit, the order was delivered. Okay, and okay, one more thing is missing, I guess. If I click on back, when local bang active step is 3, then it should show next, I guess. So where I have configured the next, if it is less than 4, now I guess it makes much more sense. Yeah, now next button is there, now it deliver. Now let's change the color of this milestone as well. There is color in the milestone, so where is milestone? Here, and for here the color is also there. Now if the status is delivered, we want that it should be in green color. Okay, and when it can be green color, so when we know order is delivered or not, with the help of this rule input. So if rule input delivered is true, then it should show a positive color, otherwise it should just show a negative color, right? Now let me test our interface is almost ready. Okay, if null, okay, a rule input it is currently null is equal to true, null is not equal to true, so it is taking the false by default. So inside we will write one more if condition. Okay, if is null, if it is null, what? Rule input delivered is null, then don't do anything, otherwise okay, this whole thing will come. Okay, this cut it and paste it here. Okay, I guess it has 2 parameters, only one parameter. If it is null, if it is okay, I have not written it properly, let me write it properly for now. If is null, what is null? Rule input delivered is null, then don't do anything. And in the second parameter, if it is not null, we already know like it is not null, so if rule input delivered is true, then just show there positive. Okay, otherwise just show negative, right? And now it makes a bit more sense. Okay, so now let's just test our interface once again, and I guess we are ready now. So now you can see here our milestone is let me narrow it a bit. If I click on next, then it is saying packed. If I click on next again, it is saying shipped. If I click on order delivered, then you can see here everything has become green color, your order has been delivered. Okay, if I click on back and if I click on no, then you can see it was not delivered. So we are dynamically changing the milestone, and we are taking the help of an expression rule, explicitly a help of expression rule to figure out, not inside the interface only. Okay, so if any more milestone we got, so we directly modify the expression rule and we can get our result. A very simple expression rule I made it here, which made it possible. Okay, so I hope it got a very clear idea about the milestone, how to configure it for the interfaces. Make sure like whatever the interface you paste inside that, they should not be inside a form layout. Just make the whole interface inside a section. If it contains any buttons, remove the buttons from there, control the button from the main form layout. That's what important in the milestones. So that's all for now. Thank you in this video. Thank you.